Any questions?
Mr. President.
Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you, Mr. President. My question without notice is to the Leader of the Government, Minister for Resources, Minister for Energy and Utilities and Minister for the Arts. In his capacity, in your capacity, as both Leader of the Government and Minister for Energy. In light of Deputy Premier and Minister for Regional New South Wales, John Barilaro's recent statements saying New South Wales can fix its energy security problems with nuclear power, what scoping studies or modelling has been undertaken by your government on this issue?
Well, Mr. President, I don't think there's ever been a more exciting time to be the Minister responsible for the energy security of New South Wales. I can't think of any other portfolio where technology, economics, engineering and climate compete for attention as intensely as they do in the energy portfolio. To steer us through this complex area, the New South Wales Government has made a commitment to support solutions which deliver a reliable, affordable and clean energy future for households and businesses. The Government's commitment is to achieve this at least cost to the energy consumer and with maximum benefits to New South Wales. At present, the major proportion of the New South Wales generating fleet comprises power stations that use either coal or gas, which do emit carbon dioxide. Nuclear energy is widely considered a low-carbon emissions energy source, and it does play a significant role in some countries. Given our aim of moving New South Wales to net zero emissions by 2050, this feature of nuclear energy is not something that should be passed over lightly. However, there are several important factors in play when considering nuclear power in New South Wales. Firstly, New South Wales legislation prohibits the mining of uranium and the construction and operation of nuclear reactors for non-research purposes. This prohibition, introduced in 1986, was motivated by concerns about the safety of nuclear power and the management of its waste. I presume it was an act of a previous Labor government.
Neville Rand's government.
The New South Wales Government recognises community concerns continue about nuclear power and will engage with the public on securing the state's future energy needs. There is no proposal, however, to change the legislative framework for nuclear power. Secondly, electricity generated by nuclear power may not be cheap. In fact, of all the technologies that could possibly assist in meeting our net zero emissions target, nuclear energy is frequently rated as one of the more expensive. The market is currently focused on renewables, backed up by peaking gas plants, and storage to manage intermittency. These are cheaper options than new baseload power plants, including nuclear. We need least cost options for downward pressure on prices. It's not the role of the New South Wales Government to decide on the commercial viability of technologies. We need national market reform to allow the private sector to invest confidently in new least cost generation. There is, however, a rapid pace of technology change, so we do need to keep abreast and open to information on new and changing technology.
Mr. President.